The first thing I need to do to set up the Merge Purge screen is close the Merge Purge window, open up the database that I'm going to have in the Merge section, and make an export map of the fields that are in that database. We're going to use that export map in step 2 of the Merge Purge. And the export map is just a list of all the fields that are in that Merge database. So if you remember from the last video, I'm going to be subtracting any file that's in the Purge section from the file that's in the Merge section, and that'll create a third file, which I'll define in step 5 of the Merge Purge. So I'm going to close the Merge Purge window now, and I've got my database open. This is my Merge file. I'm going to pull down the File menu to export. This is step 1 of setting up Merge Purge. Open your database and pull down File, go to Export. In the Export Setup window, I'm not going to do any exporting, I'm just creating an export map. So all I'm going to do is click on the Export All Fields box, and then I'm going to click on the diskette icon to the right of Export Maps to save the export map. So I'll hit that. I'm going to save it as Demo File Export Map. I happen to have one in there already, so I'll overwrite it. And that's it. I'll cancel this window. I can close the demo file, pull down Select, and go to Merge Purge. And now I'm ready to go. Start at step 1. Click on the Create Match Code Browse button here. Now you could use the basic tab if you're familiar with the Show Duplicates feature. You could use one of our three basic dupe search options. You can learn more about these options by hitting the question mark button in the lower right corner. That opens up our online manual so you can read about what those do. I prefer the User Defined tab, and I'm going to show you that now. So I'm going to click on User Defined, and here I'm going to choose the fields that I want to use when I match the Merge database with the databases I'm comparing that to. For starters, I'm just going to get rid of every field that's in my match code box. The fields in the match code box are what will be used for the comparison. And now I'm going to, as far as setting this up, I'm going to click on this field name pull down menu and start choosing the fields that I want to use as my match code. I'll choose the field called first. I also want the field called last. And all I'm doing is selecting a field from the pull down and then hitting this plus button here to add it to the match code box. I'll click on the address field and add it. And I'll click on the zip field and add it. And that's all I want. I'm going to hit save, and now my criteria is all set up for doing the matching. Now for step 2. Two things I need to do in step 2. Number 1 is select the export map, and number 2 is select the export format that I want this output file to be. So I'll click on the browse button for step 2, click on the export map pull down menu and choose the one that I just selected. I'm going to select the one called demo file. So I'll hit this, and now it's all filled in. And now for my export map, I actually want to open this resulting file in AccuZip 6 later on, so I'm going to click on the export format pull down menu, scroll all the way up and choose AccuZip 6 5.x database and hit save. Now you'll notice here at step 5, if I hit this browse button, it has a default of DBF, save as type DBF. Now if I was to go back to step 2 and change this export format to CSV and hit save, click on step 5, and now the save as is at CSV. So again, you're selecting the export map and you're selecting the export format. So I'm going to click back on this, go up to AccuZip 5.x database, and there we are. Alright, steps 1 and 2 are selected. Now I just need to select my master list. I'll click on the browse button next to merge files, go into program files, AccuZip. This is just where my personal database is located. I'm going to choose the demo file.dbf. And there we go. And once this is available to me, I'm going to hit the save button. I don't have to map any fields here as it's already a DBF. In the field list, it's going to have priority with some underscores next to it. I'm going to leave that there. No need to map that to anything. So I'm going to hit save, and that part is finished. Now I'm going to hit the browse button for step 4. Now step 4 is the file that I'm subtracting from this demo file, my master list. So I'll hit this, I'll go back into the same directory, and I'm just going to choose this duplicates file. Once again, the fields are mapped automatically in the input file data section. I don't have to worry about any of this. I'm going to hit save, and then I'm done. The OVCMP you're probably wondering about, and I'll explain those. The O checkbox stands for optimized database, and these are all things that you can do prior to the Merge Purge beginning. So once you hit the start button, if you happen to have optimized checked, then it'll run an optimized database on your list before it actually does the comparison. V stands for validate, and that brings up the validate records window automatically. The C stands for command, which means I can run a command on either list as prep for running the Merge Purge. I'm going to leave that unchecked. The M stands for mapping fields, so I can click on this and look through my list here. Now I can see that I've got name 1 assigned to a name 1 field. I'm doing this dupe search on the first and last name, so I'm going to actually click on first over here and map it to name 1, and now I'm matching apples to apples here, and I'll hit save. And the final checkbox is the P, which stands for process. If I have several different files in any of these sections, I don't have to run all of them at the same time in the Merge Purge. I can uncheck the P box next to each file, and only the ones that are checked will be the ones that actually run in this Merge Purge. And so now that part is finished. I'm going to click on the Save Output To. I'll just give this file a name like results. I'll hit save, and that's it. Now, whenever I only have one file in the merge section, I'm going to choose neither below step 5. If you have more than one file, then this include only records or exclude only records comes into play, but otherwise I'm going to choose neither here. I'll choose no duplicates in output file, as I don't want any duplicates in this list after I do the suppression. Apply gathering technique I'm going to leave unchecked. You can learn more about that in the manual. And I'll hit the start button. And once I hit start, it's going to go through the process of doing the matching, and then the end result will be my results.dbf file in this location. And that is the conclusion of Merge Purge.